Good evening, Your Excellency, our host, Mr. and Mr. Mario Bucaro, Ambassador of the United States here in Israel, Mr. David Friedman, distinguished ambassadors and members of the diplomatic missions in Israel, Dr. Mike Evans. Hi, how are you? Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, buenos noches, good evening. The long-term and deep friendship between the people of Guatemala and the Jewish people is an outstanding example of close relations despite far separations. We remember well, and we shall never forget, the aid you supplied to our people as they were persecuted throughout the Second World War in Europe, and your strong and essential support for all of the diplomatic efforts that contributed to the establishment of the State of Israel. Our shared values serve not only as a strong and solid foundation for our excellent relations, but as a common basis for looking toward the future together and to continue our cooperation in a wide variety of areas whose importance far exceeds those of normal bilateral relations. These include the management of ever-dwindling water resources as the global crisis continues to deteriorate, finding solutions for the challenges of global food security, the administering of health services, identifying and undermining cybernetic threats, and the application of advanced technologies developments for border defense and national security. Mashav, the body responsible for international aid and cooperation in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, has been operating for decades in Guatemala, during which time it has trained hundreds of local experts in many areas, mainly in the areas of farming, water management, education, and medicine. Israeli companies have assisted in installing infrastructure, road, solar energy stations, and agricultural farms, and we very much hope that with the completion of the free trade agreement, the volume of those activities will be considerably enlarged. In the global reality of ever-growing threats from murderous terrorist organizations on the one hand and criminal organizations and cartels on the other, cooperation between the free nations of the world is a necessity. We stand together for freedom, we must fight for it together. Therefore, I call upon our dear friends from Guatemala, as I do upon all leaders of the free world, to declare Hezbollah and Hamas to be what they are, terrorist organizations, and to take an active part in the determined battle against the threats and the dangers they pose to all of us. The name of Jerusalem, our eternal capital, inspires a resonance of emotional excitement among the citizens of Guatemala. And in their prayers, they wish for its prosperity and its well-being. Accordingly, I would like to especially thank your leader, the President of Guatemala, Mr. Jimmy Morales, who overcame his concerns and went along with his heart and carried out the historic act of moving the embassy of Guatemala here to Jerusalem. On this occasion, I would like to also thank President-elect Alejandro Giammattei for his commitment to Jerusalem and to the continued development and deepening of the special relationship between our two countries. At this moment, I would also like to thank the wife of our Prime Minister, Mrs. Sarah Netanyahu, for her contribution to the promotion of the relations between Guatemala and Israel, as was demonstrated by her personal involvement in aiding the people of Guatemala during her visit there, and the warm welcome she gave to the wife of the President of Guatemala upon her visit to Israel, during which she got to learn of our beautiful country and the tremendous appreciation of the Israeli people towards Guatemala. Your Excellency, Mr. Ambassador, I ask that you please convey the warm wishes of the Israeli government and the Israeli people to the government and the people of Guatemala. We wish you a future of peace, stability, and economic prosperity, and we hope the friendship between our two countries will grow ever stronger as each day goes by. Thank you. God bless you all.